Introduction. In this module, we will examine how health and safety representatives and Joint Health and Safety Committees, JHSCs, are selected and established in the workplace. The worker's right to participate in OHS is primarily a representative right. Workers already have a duty to participate. The worker's right to participate is largely the right to have another worker represent the initial worker's OHS concerns to management. Introduction. In later modules, we will examine the functions and powers of the Health and Safety Representative and the JHSC. Here, we focus solely on the more basic questions, such as: when is a Health and Safety Representative required? When is a JHSC required? When will a workplace have neither a Health and Safety Representative nor a JHSC? Who can be a worker representative? Who does a worker representative represent? How is a worker representative selected? How is a management representative on a JHSC selected? How many worker and management representatives should there be? Size of the workplace. The main rule about whether a health and safety representative or a JHSC, or neither, is required has to do with the number of workers at a workplace. There are three sizes of workplace of importance. 1. 1 to 5 workers. 2. 6 to 19 workers. 3. 20 or more workers. Workers do not normally have an OHS representative where there are less than 6 workers regularly working at a workplace. Workers have a health and safety representative and not a JHSC if there are 6 to 19 workers at the workplace. There is normally a worker management JHSC if there are 20 or more workers at a workplace. Size of the workplace. There are 2 types of worker representatives, but they would never be at the same workplace. 1. A health and safety representative where there are 6 to 19 workers at a workplace. 2. Worker representatives on a JHSC where there are 20 or more workers at a workplace. Don't confuse these 2 types of worker representatives. They are not the same individuals. Workplace. How many workers are regularly employed at a workplace? A workplace is defined in the OHSA as any land, premises, workplace, or thing at, upon, in, or near which a worker works. At a workplace is not the same as saying at a company. The same employer could employ 1,000 workers located at many different workplaces. When counting workers, they are counted per workplace, not per employer's payroll overall. While the definition of a workplace in the OHSA is not necessarily a geographic location, it is best to think of it as an area with defined boundaries when it comes to counting workers. Multi-location employers. An employer may have only one location. At the other extreme, some retail companies and restaurant chains have hundreds of locations or workplaces. How many workers are regularly employed at each of the locations? Any one of the following situations is possible for a multi-location employer. 1. All locations have less than 6 workers, so there are neither health and safety representatives nor JHSCs. 2. All locations have 6 to 19 workers, so all locations have a health and safety representative. 3. All locations have 20 or more workers, so all locations have a JHSC.